Good night. Today in GLC News we will be exposing you new information about the coronavirus and how the countries are treating it. Go ahead, Nicholas.
My name is Nicolas Jaramillo, and today we are with Sebastián Delgado, and we are going to talk about how much money the Colombian and the United States will or has invested in healthcare to fight against the COVID-19 and how it will be after this pandemic.
For start, I want to present myself. My name is Sebastián Delgado. I am an expert of pandemic and diseases, and I want to say the whole world is suffering with the coronavirus. But some people haven't opened their eyes. This is very serious and dangerous because this virus take many people's lives and also can take your. That's why today I am here to talk you more about this virus. The COVID-19 coronavirus, this is the newest virus discovered in December of 2019. This virus is very contagious and dangerous. This disease was transmitted by bats and also is very easy to transmit in humans by sneezing, handshaking, or touching someone. You can transmit the disease. Also, this virus has very bad symptoms such as fever, tiredness, aches and pains, diarrhea, headache, etc. Not only if you have those symptoms means that you have the COVID, the disease could be in anyone without symptoms. That's the most dangerous case because you don't know that you have the disease. And you touch any person, and this is where someone gets contagious and it gets spread. That's why the states declare a quarantine to prevent the contagious of the virus. In Colombia, the quarantine for adults ends approximately in June and for children in August. In the US it ends earlier than in Colombia.
In some places the healthcare has been overcrowded, making people that need urgent help dies. Because of this problem, President Iván Duque announced some economic measures within the framework of state of emergency to take the crisis caused by the coronavirus. Or how would be this financed? The minister explained that the government allocated about 50 billion pesos to fight the emergency, and that the use of these various parts will be divided. The first is focused on strengthening the healthcare system so that it's able to prevent, contain, and mitigate outbreak of the disease, which includes the acceleration of health endpoint law with which is expected pay along the states depthing with the system. These points also contemplate immediately actions that will be taken starting today that have to do with important medical equipment. Another portion of these resources will be destined to maintain economic dynamism. So physical support and measures will be put in place to maintain the consumption capacity of the entire population.
On the other side, in the United States, 1 month ago, the legislation signed a contract of nearly $2 trillion for helping people in the coronavirus time. 1,200,000 cash payment for individuals, 30,000 cash payment for most families, and also a lot more money for hospitals and healthcare. This includes doctors, nurses, etc. They also said, to all Americans, I said, help is on the way. Big help and quick help. And here, our mates of CBSN with more information.
The White House and the Senate have agreed to a roughly $2 trillion rescue package, the largest in American history. The plan would mean direct cash payments of $1,200 for many individuals and $3,000 for most families. A vote in the Senate is expected today, and as Nancy Cordes explains, it's expected to pass with overwhelming support.
The Senate has reached a bipartisan agreement on a historic relief package for this pandemic.
It was the early morning announcement the entire economy had been waiting for.
To all Americans, I say, help is on the way, big help and quick help.
The massive bill is designed to bring relief to workers and businesses, hospitals and state governments, and those who have already lost their jobs, boosting unemployment insurance by $600 a week through July.
It's crazy, but we'll be fine. Yeah.
That money will help the 40 restaurant workers that Lisa Spooner and Kevin Clark, restaurateurs in Atlanta, were forced to lay off last week.
We're in a great country, there's money, we'll just go further in debt. I mean, people need help, and money is the answer.
To help other small businesses keep their workers on, the bill contains nearly $400 billion in grants, plus another $500 billion in loans for major industries like the airlines. There's also more than $130 billion for the nation's healthcare providers.
There is much more money for our hospitals, for our nurses and physicians, for our nursing homes, for our community health centers to do the job they need to do.
And $1,200 for most individuals.
We're going to pass this legislation later today.
Something to admire is all the doctors and nurses that risk their lives fighting against the COVID-19. These are some cases of doctors that died to save our world fighting with this virus. Antonio Cabrales and Oscar Julio Gonzalez. A positive thing is healthcare, because after this tragedy, the healthcare in the world will be enforced because all of this money that the government have invested in the healthcare system to fight against the coronavirus, helping other people easily because it would be more medical equipment to heal people.
With this said, I hope you have a nice night and see you soon.